Hey, sorry about that. It take a village, to raise a child. A young brother needed some help with his 16-year-old boy, and he know I'm a life coach. I'm sitting outside the barbershop, so that's what happened. He was coming out after getting his hair cut. But hey, listen to me. Hear me now. Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. Stop and just stop arguing for the sake of arguing. Because I had to grow and change. Because if I look at tradition, if I look at the past, if I look at, oh, well, men was domineering, men was controlling. Like the way I grew up, men had complete control. A woman did not have a say-so in the house. A woman's job was to cook every day, to clean, and to be on her back. She didn't call no shots in the finances. She didn't call no shots in the house. When you look at a lot of people talking about, oh, my grandparents this, my grandparents that, a lot of y'all grandma lived like a slave in her own house. Now let's keep it 100. You hear me? So this what you have to understand is you got to stop looking at, oh, well, this is what a man's supposed to be doing. He's supposed to be paying for the whole date. He's supposed to be picking me up. He's supposed to be holding doors open and all that. Look, this is bigger than chivalry, because a pimp has chivalry. A player has chivalry. This is about understanding the heart connection. This is about seeing a man, seeing a woman as a human being and getting to know her heart. A woman seeing a man as a human being and getting to know his heart. Because guess what? I'm going to tell you what. I'm 100% faithful to my wife. I'm 100% faithful to my wife. I'm not cheating in the DM. I'm not cheating in person. I'm not sleeping with other women. I'm not cheating on my wife. But guess what? I forget to open the door. I forget to open the door because I walk slower than she walked. So one of her strides is like 2 or 3 of mine. So she get to the door before I get to the door. And then I got to try to click in and remember, oh, let me run and get the door. Or sometimes she'll get the door before me. And I have been having to try to catch her and say, baby, let me get the door. And she like, man, come on, man. You walk too slow. And she laugh about it. And she, instead of saying, he ain't no real man. He ain't can't open the door. And so that's the thing. Y'all getting so caught up in pettiness that does not matter. And then you getting cheated on and beat on. Because you so focused on what you learned from a textbook. And when I say textbook, because we didn't learn love in school, I'm talking about what you learned from a romance novel, what you learned from a movie, what you learned from what somebody told you when their relationship was broke, busted, and disgusted, or they were single, lonely, and miserable, that you don't even understand what it takes for a real relationship. So what I'm trying to help y'all understand is that a real relationship, a healthy relationship, is not just going to fit inside of a movie or a book or tradition or religion, because even Christianity, I'm a Christian. The Bible does not go into extensive dating rules and dating laws and things that you can understand and apply. It has some overall messages that you have to read between the lines and pray for wisdom and discretion. But the Bible is not dating 101. And don't act like it is just because you're a holy roller and a Bible thumper, because if it was that clear, then every Christian would be married and happy. And that is not the case. So it takes applied knowledge. It takes applied wisdom. So what I mean is, God is raising up voices who can expound upon, who can explain, who have a gifting in certain areas. And that's why you got to make sure who you listening to and what spirit they operating from. Are they operating? Because some of the women that are talking about relationships online, if you know what a Jezebel spirit is,
then you'll recognize that spirit. If you know what the Delilah spirit is, you'll recognize that spirit. But see, if you don't know, and you just refuting everything that you hear just for the sake of arguing, that means that you're operating from bitterness. You're operating from brokenness. You're operating from confusion. You're operating from pain. Because wisdom seeks wisdom. Wisdom seeks knowledge and understanding. Wisdom seeks dialogue and perspectives from other people so that you can digest. See, wisdom understands that if someone opens their mouth with a good heart from a place of love to share with me something about the opposite sex that I do not know and understand, and clearly my results in my life have shown that I don't understand it all, then I'm going to sit down and listen. If I'm talking to a billionaire and I am not a billionaire, I'm going to listen to what he or she has to say about personal branding and building wealth. If I'm talking to a personal trainer and his or her body shows me that they have applied the knowledge that they have and my body is not where I want it to be, I'm going to listen and consider their perspective. My point to you is, if you're talking to a professional relationship coach who has a healthy, blessed, faithful marriage of more than a decade, 13 years, is sharing something with you, it would be in your best interest to pause and to hear. And instead of trying to argue moot points, to take a minute and say, let me consider this, let me sleep on this. Because this person has some experiences and some daily interactions and some data that I don't have. So let me see what's going on here. And then if I choose to do what I want to do, to go a different route, that's on me. But I don't have to argue with anybody about this and come from the wrong place in my heart. I can just do me. Do what I need to do. So, hey, I want y'all to understand this. And realize that in 2020, this dating scene is changing. And you're going to have to adjust. You're going to have to make some changes. Hey, this is Tony Gaskin. Got to get from this barbershop to my son event. Make sure you check the link in the description. It's the holidays. One of the best things you can do for your family, one of the best gifts you can give is to secure your family. Even if you don't have children, you got loved ones, get your free quote for life insurance. I went and got me a policy, and I just have had a peace of mind. My wife got a policy, got my family. So I went and partnered with Xander. Not partnered to where like sponsorship or anything, but to become an affiliate to help other people get life insurance. And even if you're not all the way ready, at least get a quote to see just how affordable it is. So click the link in the description about that. Also, if you want to become a member of the channel, for those of you who are members of the Blessed Tribe, I thank you with all of my heart. I really thank you. It means so much to me, because I remember one lady, she said, the link for the membership is in the description too if you got to go. But I remember a lady said on the comment, she said, Tony, I dread your longer videos because it's too much ads. And I say, I said to myself, I didn't respond to her. I said, that's the selfish mentality that we have in the world. because you want me to give to you. But when YouTube shows an ad, that's how YouTube compensates me. So you want me to inconvenience myself, and in between my schedule, I'm running and gunning. I'm talking to you from a car, getting ready to go to my son's Christmas thing after I just got out the barbershop getting a haircut. So we live in a world where we just, same thing with dating, what I just was saying, we just are takers, and we don't want to give. So for all of the members of the Blessed Tribe, hey, you got my heart. You got my heart. I thank you. And I'm just praying 100-fold blessing on you. It's only $1. It's $1.99. I can't say only because that could be tight. You know, because it's certain times where in my life $1.99 charge and put me into the negative and got me a $35 charge from old Raggedy Bank of America. But hey, thank you so much. God bless you. Before you go to arguing in the comment, take a minute and just process things. Look at your life. Look at your results. Ask yourself if you are happy with your results. And then ask yourself what you want out of life. And then ask yourself if you need to consider making some changes that does not compromise your self-worth and your self-respect. Hey, this is Tony Gaston. God bless you.